I'm giving away this DC comic theme mystery box, so if you want to know how to win it, stick around to the end of the video. Embodying the character like no one else could, Ewan McGregor has served up some epic moments as one of the greatest ever Jedis. After 24 years since the first time we saw Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi in The Phantom Menace, the role has essentially become synonymous with McGregor. And that's something that's only happened to a handful of actors. Although the prequel trilogy took some time to be beloved within the fandom, McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi was an instant hit. Alec McGuinness left some massive shoes to fill after the first time we saw the character in Star Wars A New Hope back in 1977. But McGregor managed to perfectly embody a younger version of McGuinness's portrayal while adding his own unique essence. The development that Obi-Wan has courtesy of McGregor makes Kenobi easily one of the best characters in all of Star Wars. So here are Ewan McGregor's top 10 best moments as Obi-Wan Kenobi. So starting off this list, we have breaking into the Inquisitorus. In episode 4 of his self-titled show, he is challenged with breaking into the heavily guarded fortress Inquisitus on a mission to rescue Leia. Perhaps one of the most well-defended bases of the entire Empire, Kenobi's mission was always going to be fraught with danger. What's special about this episode is although Kenobi is one of the most powerful Jedi, he's a little rusty at this point after years of no lightsaber combat. By willingly entering a base where multiple Inquisitors are sure to be, even though his skills are nowhere near where they once were. It shows the unwavering loyalty and responsibility he has for his failed apprentice's daughter. Here at number 9 we have training with his apprentice. Throughout his self-titled series, fans were almost expecting a flashback scene between Kenobi and his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, as it was confirmed that Hayden Christensen was returning to the Star Wars universe for the show. Us fans got what we hoped for with a nostalgic-fueled flashback scene of the two of them training. Seeing McGregor in his old Jedi robes that so many people grew up watching him wear in the prequels, making this easily one of McGregor's most feel-good moments as Kenobi. With Christensen back as Anakin in his Attack of the Clones look makes this sequence so much better, despite the deeper meaning as of why we're actually showing the sequence. At number 8 we have Hello There. With so many standout moments in Revenge of the Sith for all characters, McGregor delivered a line that has become easily one of the most iconic lines in Star Wars cinema. After interrupting General Grievous, Kenobi saying hello there was the perfect choice of dialogue in this trilogy, with some rocky moments in the same department as it captures Kenobi's confident, humorous side as we all know and love. The sequence that follows the line is also one of the standout moments of the film, with a thrilling duel between Kenobi and Grievous, with Kenobi coming out on top against the multi-saber wielding cyborg. The delivery alone for this line makes the moment one of McGregor's best, but the thrilling duel after is the cherry on top. Here at number 7 we have regaining his powers. In episode 2 of his self-titled show, Kenobi finds himself on a crime-ridden planet on another rescue mission for Leia, but this time it's the first time that the two see each other since her birth. Later on in the episode, Leia and Kenobi find themselves on a rooftop, cornered by bounty hunters with Reva closing in. With no other way out, Leia's survival instincts take over as she tries to jump over a gap between the buildings but falls short of the ledge. As she falls closer and closer to the ground below, Kenobi uses his strength to use the Force to save her, something that he hasn't used in such a long time. Kenobi's struggle to draw the power and focus he needed was perfectly captured by McGregor, in yet another moment where he'll do anything to save Anakin's daughter. And at number 6, his first meeting with Anakin. The relationship between Kenobi and Anakin has become a staple element of the Star Wars universe, with one of the most complex, emotionally driven stories that affect so much more than themselves. In episode 1, the two characters meet for the first time, with Anakin being a young boy and Kenobi being an apprentice of Qui-Gon Jinn. Although they didn't know it at the time, these two characters would form one of the greatest relationships in the galaxy. A young McGregor portrayed the role of a young apprentice perfectly in this scene, making it one of the best scenes to look back at to show the journey of full growth that he took this character on through the trilogy and his own show. Here at the halfway point we have seeing Vader after finding out that he survived. After finding out that Anakin never died on Mustafar, episode 3 features Kenobi's first meeting with Darth Vader, a shell of what his brother-like apprentice used to be. After feeling a strong presence in the Force when Vader arrives in the town Kenobi is hiding in, he ends up trying to flee rather than confront him. McGregor does a perfect job at showing how Kenobi doesn't want to see what Anakin has become, whether it's through guilt, fear, shame, or all three. When Kenobi has no choice but to face him, the moment is made that much better by Vader replying with the line, "I am what you made me." McGregor's wave of emotions that he brought to this scene easily makes it one of his best scenes as Kenobi. Here at number 4 we have the hunt for Jango Fett. In Star Wars Attack of the Clones, Kenobi finds himself on a mission to stop a Confederate plan, involving taking the cloning DNA template of Jango Fett on the planet of Kamino. As the situation escalates, Kenobi and Jango Fett find themselves locked in an intense duel. Although the duel ends with Django escaping on his ship with his son Boba, the sequence has become one of the most iconic scenes from the prequel trilogy, with Kenobi's Jedi skills on full display paired with the unique environment and Jango Fett being the target. This scene was one of the many times that we saw McGregor's Kenobi wield his blue lightsaber, but this specific scene is undoubtedly one of the most memorable. Here at number 3 we have defeating Vader in episode 6 of Kenobi. Before the series was even released, there was rumours that the final episode featuring a duel between Kenobi and Vader that would take up most of the episode. When it came to the final episode, we were finally treated to an anger and heartbroken filled duel between the two of them, and it easily became the best moment of the series. With Kenobi being out of action for so long, the way he was able to stand toe to toe with an enraged Vader and actually win is mightily impressive. Vader's emotions are what caused him to lose the fight, but it allows McGregor to deliver a tear-jerking scene as he stares at Anakin through the broken mask, realising his friend, his brother, is truly dead. Here at number 2 we have Duel of the Fates. The moment that cemented Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi was during the epic Duel of the Fates, the iconic fight scene between Qui-Gon, Kenobi and Darth Maul. When Maul defeats Qui-Gon in a moment where Kenobi can do nothing to help, it becomes a duel between the apprentice and the dual-ended saber-wielding Sith Lord. The duel itself is without a doubt the standout moment of the film that may fall short in few areas. Despite the flaws that the film had, the perfect duel with the lightsaber combat was nothing we'd ever seen before. This scene was not just a standout moment for Kenobi, but a standout scene for Star Wars as a whole. And taking the top spot we have the Battle of Mustafar. Perhaps the best moment in live action Star Wars is the entire fight scene between Kenobi and Anakin at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Not just due to the masterful choreography throughout the segment of the duel, but due to the flaring emotions from both of the characters, and from the audience watching these two characters who share such a close bond throughout the trilogy. The end of the fight saw Kenobi dismember Anakin, leaving him burnt by the lava river beside him, and left to presumably die there. Alongside Christensen's gut-wrenching screams and the sadness McGregor was able to convey in this scene as he watches his lifelong apprentice burn, accompanied by the monumental battle beforehand, makes this McGregor's best moment throughout his time as the iconic Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's my list. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and also let me know what's your favourite moment of his as Kenobi. And as always guys, make sure you smash that like button so it can get recommended to other people, and make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to win this DC comic theme mystery box, all you need to do are these 3 simple things. Leave a like on this video, leave a comment on any of my videos, it can be just as simple as a heart emoji, and finally hit that subscribe button and one lucky random subscriber will be announced on the 31st of August. You can even hit that bell icon to keep up to date with my latest uploads and giveaways, such as my comic book giveaways every fortnight. So with all of that being said, I will see you in the next one, but until then, take care.